there, Capricorn. Welcome. Thank you for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn for the first part of November. So we'll get started here after a couple of shuffles. I want to remind all of my viewers that, of course, this is a general love reading, and that means it can apply to any kind of relationship situation or circumstance that you might be dealing with. It's important to maintain some flexibility with the energy. You can mix and match the roles within the reading. That also means, of course, that you can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards, regardless of the gender of the cards. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, while other parts may not. So take what does and leave behind the rest. My hope is that you enjoy the reading. I hope that it resonates, of course, and more importantly, I hope that you get something positive out of watching the reading. So Capricorn, we're going to get started. I'm going to give this first deck one or two more shuffles, and we'll see what's up for Capricorn in the coming weeks of November. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Magician, paired with the King of Wands, Death, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in reverse, the Hermit, and then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So we have a King of Wands and Magician at the top of the reading here. I think this is probably the person I am reading for. And I want to remind my female viewers, you can embody this energy even though it's masculine energy. The King of Wands is typically somebody who could be in a position of power or a position of authority, somebody who has influence over other people, somebody who makes decisions, takes action, maybe delegates responsibility, organizes groups of people, supports and guides others. This feels like somebody who's very much in control, has a lot of say-so. A lot of say-so. He has a lot of say-so, Capricorn. He's going to say it, and that's going to make it so. Let's get this next set of cards out here. The Sun in reverse. Five of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Swords. The World in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So we have a Queen of Pentacles now on the table. This is definitely somebody different. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very compassionate and loving and loyal. This could be a maternal figure. This could be somebody who's an actual mother. This is somebody who puts others first. Somebody who's very grounded, reliable. I'm not getting a super clear message here. Let's pick apart these different sets and see what we can get. I'm going to get this third set out here pretty soon. I feel like there's some conversation surrounding this king, or there might be some activity surrounding him where people are trying to get his attention. Or people are trying to get him to take notice. This Queen of Pentacles is not one of those people, however. This Queen of Pentacles is not somebody who's going to dance around somebody else and say, look at me, look at me. She's a pretty passive energy. She's not a real showy energy. It's not like she's going to accomplish something and demand attention and call for people to recognize her. That's not the type of person this Queen of Pentacles is. So if this king has other people kind of gathered around him trying to get his attention or conversing with him or competing for his energy, she's not one of them. Let's get a third set out here and see what else we get for Capricorn. We have Judgment in reverse. The World in reverse. For the second time. Queen of Swords in reverse, clarifying death, which is over here with this Queen of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Cups again, but this time in the upright. And then we have the Page of Swords. Okay, I got a little bit more. So Capricorn, again, I feel like I'm probably reading for this King of Wands. But this Queen of Pentacles energy is very strong in this reading as well. So it could be either or. So you could be one or neither of these parties, depending on how this reading resonates for you. I think this Queen of Pentacles is considering the connection she has with this King of Wands. And I think she's trying to figure out how strong the foundation of this relationship is. In other words, the strength of the relationship. I think this king, it feels like this king's getting a lot of attention. Could be because, again, he's in some kind of position of authority, or I just feel like he's getting a lot of attention. It's probably something that he's used to. But he also might not be super clear as to how this level of attention that he's receiving is affecting other connections or other relationships. And one of the connections that it's affecting is this Queen of Pentacles, who is not, she doesn't feel like she is willing or capable. Well, she might be capable of it, but I don't think she's willing to compete for attention from this king. And I don't know that she needs attention so much as that I think that there is a connection between this king and this queen. We have a Six of Cups out here. So I don't know what kind of connection these two have. It doesn't feel romantic, but it could be. Doesn't have to be, though. But there's some indication that this queen might be trying to determine where she stands with regard to this King of Wands. Because I think as time has passed and this king continues to receive the kind of attention that he's receiving, this queen's starting to feel like, you know what, I'm kind of just disappearing into the background slowly but surely. I don't think this queen is speaking up. I don't think she's communicating much regarding her feelings or what's going on between these two. But it's like this king is getting all this attention. He's kind of like in the spotlight. And this Queen of Pentacles feels like she's just disappearing into the background. Disappearing into the crowd. Without being noticed. And this king and this Queen of Pentacles have some kind of significant relationship. And it is a relationship in good standing. It is a solid relationship. I think it has been for a period of time. But there is something that's gone wrong here. Something that needs to be addressed. If this relationship is going to be maintained. And it could be that this Queen of Pentacles is like, well, you know what, if you're not as invested in this connection as you used to be, then maybe, I don't know if I can put a level of effort into something where I'm not receiving any return, right? RTI, return on investment. Return on, is that the right thing? RTI. I learned that term a week or so ago. And I think it's return on investment. Not that you care, Capricorn. I know. So this queen is not getting a return on her investment with regard to her connection with the king. She hasn't given up on this relationship. I don't think she's talking about it. I think she's definitely thinking about it. She kind of feels like she is not being noticed or not being recognized. It's not necessarily hurting her feelings or making her feel badly that she's not being recognized. It's more about the connection itself. She might feel like she's kind of losing that because this king is spending a lot of time being noticed by other people. Let's get some more cards out here. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. The Tower. Strength. King of Swords in reverse now. And the Moon in reverse. So I think this queen feels a loss of loyalty. I think that she is reflecting on perhaps the way this king is acting or the way this king is communicating, or just, again, the energy he's exerting into the relationship versus the amount that she's exerting into the relationship, and it's not matching up. This queen still has a significant level of loyalty and love for this king, but she's not getting the same in return. I don't think there's been communication either way. With this King of Swords coming out here, I think that this Emperor, or not Emperor, the Magician, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, and King of Swords is all the same energy. And I think that this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords is the same person. And I think that the two, King and Queen of Swords in reverse, indicates a lack of communication. In the case of this King, I think he's also not necessarily, he's not thinking about or noticing what's going on between him and this Queen of Pentacles. He's not acknowledging it. He might be making assumptions about the relationship. That the Queen knows how I feel about her. There's no need to express myself in words. She knows we have a solid standing relationship. I don't need to talk about it. I don't, you know, but I think he's mistaken. Because it's this, this lack of energy being put forth into the relationship that's causing this Queen to consider letting it go. Or she's not going to fight for it anymore. Maybe it's time to give this up. This King's got a lot on his plate. He's getting all this attention from over here. Maybe I'm not needed in this relationship anymore. Or maybe I'm not valued in this relationship anymore the way I used to be. I think this Queen is feeling like she's not being valued. And again, the Queen of Pentacles is not somebody who needs fanfare when she walks into a room. It's not like she's like, well, look what I did. Look what I accomplished. Recognize me. Give me an award. She's not that type of person at all. But there is something to be said about valuing a person within a relationship based on how you treat them and how you interact with them and how you communicate with them. And I think that's been lacking significantly between this King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. And so she's noticing. She's like, okay, well, I've got a lot to offer. I've got a lot to offer, and it's not, you know, I'm not getting anywhere within this connection, so maybe it is time to part ways and see what else is out there as far as investing my time and energy into other connections. We're going to get one last round out for Capricorn and see what else we get. Six of Swords, the Star in reverse, Empress in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, and then we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so there is possibly an expectation that, coming from this Queen, that this King is eventually going to go on his merry way. It feels like there's something going on for him. This could be some kind of situation within a career, or maybe he's up and coming in some new industry or something, or maybe he's just receiving a lot of attention from an accomplishment that he's had, but it feels like he's moving along. He's like, he is making some kind of headway with regard to something personal for him, and he's being recognized for it, and there's people competing for his attention. So he might be a boss who just started a new company. Maybe he's hiring, but it feels like it's all consuming, whatever he's doing. And unfortunately, because it's all consuming, it's taking priority over some very significant things in his life, specifically this Queen of Pentacles, who I feel has put a lot of energy into the connection, into the relationship. And I think, at least from her point of view, she feels like she could be headed towards a very different type of connection, or maybe an ending to a connection. One that she's just not willing to put the level of energy into it that she had in the past, because it's changed. The dynamic has changed. Now the Hierophant in reverse came out, so this can indicate broken contracts, divorce, that kind of thing. And if that's the case, it's possible that this connection, due to the changes that, or the direction this King of Wands is taking, that this relationship could be suffering. I don't think that this Queen of Pentacles wants to see an end to this relationship. I really don't think she wants to see this end. But there is some building resentment, or she's starting to, things are starting to build up a little bit for her. I think that she probably needs to communicate with this King of Wands and get things out in the open. Because I think there are some hard feelings that are starting to build up for this Queen of Pentacles. And like I said, I think she'd like to hang on to the relationship, but maybe she doesn't see that as a possibility right now with the way things are going. And I do believe that if this King doesn't speak up, if he doesn't make some headway with some communication, and specifically with how he feels emotionally about this Queen, or the connection itself, then she might walk. She might go. So communication is key here, especially with the Eight of Wands coming out as the very last card. There's an indication where some things need to be brought out in the open, some things need to be revealed, some things need to be communicated if this relationship is worth fighting for. There needs to be some communication. Here's the other thing I think that this Queen of Pentacles is noticing within this connection is this King of Wands is in a position right now. Whatever's going on in his life, it feels very positive to a certain extent, but it also feels all-consuming to him. It feels like it's taking up all of his time and energy, whatever it is that he's doing. And his current situation is not going to change based on what I'm seeing in the cards. In other words, this isn't like a temporary stage where, you know, with time things will calm down, things will get better. Whatever's going on for him, this is how it's going to be. I think he's manifested something into his life. Again, this could be a career opportunity, this could be anything. But he has created this situation for himself where now he is in it deep. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't feel like it's a negative thing for him, but it's affecting other things in his life in a negative fashion. And I'm not so sure he's noticing that, at least not yet. If he's noticed it, he's not paying much attention to it, but his current situation is not going to change anytime soon. That's also significant too, because I think that's part of the reason why this Queen of Pentacles is trying to see, she's trying to determine, you know, am I just spinning my wheels at this point in time, or do I continue to invest more into this relationship? Am I wasting my time at this point? Because I think she sees that things probably won't be changing for this King of Wands. So I'm going to take this card, and we have the Three of Cups that came out for you, Capricorn. I'm going to read this from the book, and we're going to wrap this up. Three of Cups, Three of Water is a very positive card. So maybe there's a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel with regard to this situation. Three of Water. Very short passage, just about half of a page. So I'm going to hold this up for you, Capricorn, and here we go. The Three of Water represents satisfaction and indicates that you have come to a time to rejoice in life and your success. She stands tall and confident with arms raised in victorious celebration. She has invested greatly in her creative endeavors and is well satisfied with her progress and accomplishments so far. She is positive and hopeful that her success will continue, and so she turns to greet the future with anticipation and excitement. This card is a positive affirmation and symbolizes the joyous potential for a rewarding outcome. It also signifies the importance of taking time to appreciate, celebrate, and enjoy yourself along the way. Look back and be proud of what you have accomplished. Do a little victory dance before turning once more to the future with a heart full of hope and a smile upon your lips. It is important to allow yourself these moments of joy and celebration and to remember them. I think this is a little piece of information, and I think it applies to both this King of Wands and probably this Queen of Pentacles as well. But it could be that things are moving along so quickly for this King of Wands, and there's so much activity around him that he hasn't stopped to take a breath and celebrate, the little victories along the way, and celebrate with the people who are important to him. So maybe if this king were to just pause for a moment and grab the hands of his loved ones and say, let's celebrate, let's focus on ourselves for a while. I have a lot to be thankful for, but this is what I have to be thankful for most importantly. So while I'm certainly celebrating my success and happy things are moving along the way they are, I also want to celebrate what's important to me, and maybe what helped me get there. It's very possible that this Queen of Pentacles, while she may not be the center of attention, is maybe one of the main reasons why this king is where he is. So anyway, that's what I got out of this last card, Capricorn. I hope that the reading resonated. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it helped out in some way, shape, or form. So I really appreciate you watching today, Capricorn. Thanks so much for viewing the video, and I will see you next time. Take care.